Good day from Wall Street. This is Juan Costello with the Wall Street Analyst. Joining us today is Mark Kay, CEO of StrikeForce Technologies. The company trades on the bulletin board, and their ticker symbol is SFOR. Thanks for joining us today, Mark.
Thanks for having me, Juan. I appreciate the opportunity.
Great. Anytime. Now, starting off, please give us a brief history and overview of the company for some of our listeners that are new to your story.
Sure, and I'll keep it short. StrikeForce Technologies, Inc. is a company that has software that prevents identity theft. We're all about doing the research and developing these new products and using the channel market as a way of distributing our products across the globe, actually. And it's been very, very exciting because we've had the out-of-band authentication as our main product since 2005. It's now expanded greatly, and as well, we have various patents for that product now, as well as we've taken our keystroke encryption product into, used to be PCs and started out in like 2008, and now we have a Mac version, we have mobile versions that I'll talk more about. And it's starting to gain a lot of strong interest in the marketplace as the antivirus programs are being finally recognized as not really protecting anything these days in terms of malware. So we're very excited. Entering the mobile space is even, much more exciting and a great opportunity. And in that respect, we have got a patent also and many patents pending. So we'll get into more detail with the products, but definitely, resellers, distributors starting to get up there. We're starting to get some decent sales. Still not where we want to be, and definitely see a very hot market moving forward.
Certainly, and since we last talked about 3 months ago, you were recently awarded the patent for your keystroke encryption. Can you talk about the recent news?
Sure, and actually, we also received a second patent since we talked 3 months ago on our out-of-band authentication piece. So that product gets stronger and stronger. But on the keystroke encryption side, we did receive the patent for keystroke encryption, which is very positive because more and more, the companies are starting to realize that antivirus programs are not the answers. Matter of fact, I went to a cybersecurity summit show. I also went to a lately SC Congress show. All these security shows, people are making strong statements that the era of antivirus is over. You need to figure out how else to stop the malware because the malware has gotten more sophisticated than the methods of finding them and knocking them out. And therefore, our keystroke encryption product is gaining great interest because we don't look for the virus. You can't find them. As the RSA, Art Cavello, our CEO, would say all the time, assume your computer is compromised. Now what are you going to do? And what our product does, obviously, it encrypts keystrokes. It hides them in a computer that you've typed in so the malware doesn't get a hold of them. Once again, it's sort of an out-of-band method, keeping the keystrokes out of their reach. And we've gotten a lot more interest in that space. There's a major airline company now doing a pilot with us across the globe. We have a couple new distributors that signed on recently that are looking to use it in locations across the globe as well. Brand new to the marketplace and calling us versus us even reaching out to them. And some of this is coming through some of our newer distributors, which we have throughout Europe and Canada, which are gaining some momentum. So we feel very, very good about that. And even more exciting is taking the keystroke encryption product into the mobile space. We talked about a mobile product called Mobile Trust that provides, like the one-time password capability that talks to our Protect ID out-of-band authentication system, but we've also includes keystroke encryption, and we pulled out the keystroke encryption piece, making it a separate software development kit, standalone, for all the development teams to use, because we're finding, especially in the healthcare and financial areas, people like to write their own applications. They don't want to outsource it, but they see the opportunity of adding the keystroke encryption code that we would give them into their software, supported by them, as a major step to stopping all the malware moving towards the mobile environment.
And can you talk about also your recent partnership with Synercom?
Sure. We definitely announced a brand new partnership with a company called Synercom out in the Midwest. They are a very large distributor in the security space. They specifically specialize in security software products. You know, they've helped Juniper Networks and others in terms of gain tremendous sales, over 300% more. We've implemented with them we signed an agreement about a month ago. We implemented a software with them about 2 weeks ago, and they already have us proposals into two, sizable companies that they feel very strong they have a good chance of getting our product out there. So we definitely see that one moving forward in a good way, and they just started, and they already see the opportunities. And one that, another one we'll be announcing this week, so I won't go into detail, but another decent-sized distributor, this one out in the African continent, and you'll see in the release already there's some opportunities there. So we're definitely starting to gain the momentum and the strategy we always talked about in terms of building a channel to do the majority of our sales across the globe.
Excellent. And so as you look at the next 3 to 4 months, what are some of the goals and milestones, both short and long term, you're hoping to accomplish?
Okay, 3 to 4 months is a short time frame, but I'd say over the next 6 months plus, we definitely see these channel partners closing deals, which would increase the revenues finally to show up in our bottom line. It always takes a lot longer to get a channel partner on board and a lot longer for them to get the first client on board, even though that time frame is speeding up, as we've seen with our Slantis partner in Canada. So we're spending more and more time supporting these distributors as they bring in more clients, as we don't have to increase our staff to support them since they manage and handle all support. So we see that, as I've even mentioned earlier, with our keystroke encryption SDK, that we already have strong interest in that product. We're starting to test now. We see that having a major impact to our revenues in a very positive way next year, because we're giving ourselves a couple months to get that cleaned up and close at least one of the deals and get that out to marketplace. And that alone, standalone, would I think have a major impact. And then, of course, we have the various lawsuits out there that people are aware of, and we're in full discovery on one of them, and we see them all starting to lead to some results that we feel will also be additional revenues into the following year, especially as we get more patents along the way. So we're looking for 2014 to be a very strong year, finally getting the distributors to a point where we're seeing that they'll bring in some revenues and make a major difference in terms of the bottom line of StrikeForce Technologies.
And as far as investors and the financial community are concerned, Mark, do you believe that the company story and your message are completely understood and appreciated by them now as you continue to put out more news and milestones? And if not, what do you wish investors better understood about the company?
Well, it's a key point. I've talked to a lot of investors recently. Matter of fact, we put out a request to some of the investors who say, well, how come we're not doing better, to come in and help make a difference. So we've gotten 2 investors involved with the company, actually helping us with sales and hopefully helping to make a major difference of moving that forward, especially on the consumer side that we have not had the time to concentrate on. The key to investors are the products are still excellent. The market is moving more and more towards looking for our products as the malware increases, as the antivirus programs start showing their inability to stop them, as the regulations get stronger. More and more people are moving towards other methods of authentication other than the tokens, which we offer anyway, and definitely for solutions other than antivirus, such as keystroke encryption. And that, along with the patents, it can only get stronger. Yes, it's taken a lot longer than we anticipated. It's taken a lot longer than most people have patience for, but we still see it happening. We still see the opportunity. We still see that the opportunity of being cash flow positive in 2014 is there. which would allow us to stop taking on these additional investments, which of course have diluted us in a large way that over time should not be necessary. And that's when we should see some major upswings and changes, but we have no way of predicting when that is other than it is moving in that direction.
Great. And so once again, joining us today is Mark Kay, the CEO for StrikeForce Technologies, trading on the bulletin board. Their ticker symbol is SFOR. And before we conclude here, Mark, why do you believe investors should consider the company as a good investment opportunity today?
Well, definitely we are clearly at a low point in the stock market, and we have all positive news in front of us. The issue has been timing. The timing looks like it's starting to move in that right direction, so the upside should be quite a strong opportunity. And we're still working harder than ever and seeing the product starting to gain greater momentum. And definitely also our plan is still to be bought out, product by product or by company, and seeing that Microsoft buying Phone Factor and then IBM buying Trusteer, which is also doing some keystroke encryption. We definitely feel we're in the right market to get bought out as we grow in our revenues and our client list. So we feel very positive that we have multiple ways here to grow, gain momentum, and the only opportunity is up.
Well, we certainly look forward to continuing to track the company's growth and report on your upcoming progress. And we'd like to thank you for taking the time to join us today, Mark, and update our investor audience on StrikeForce Technology and Guarded ID. It's always good to have you on.
And Warren, thank you so very much. I appreciate the opportunity to speak out and let everyone know what's going on. Have a good day.